Hi, thanks for joining us again on KLW TV Homes. I'm Dan Stillman. Now, at the time of this taping, it's been raining cats and dogs off and on for a week and a half. But somebody's here to tell us we still have something to be concerned about. Barney Metz is the general manager of the Lewiston Orchards Irrigation District. Barney, thanks for being here.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Tell us why we shouldn't be lulled into a false sense of security with all this rain that we've been having.
Well, first off, the Craig Mountain system in its own is a limited system. There's not a ton of storage up there. We still had a bad winter, not much of a snowpack.
It's not a big mountain, but it's a mountain, but not a big mountain.
That's correct.
There's not a lot of drainage.
And so part of our problem is not only do we have the needs of the orchard residents that we're trying to deliver the irrigation water to, but we also have to meet the needs under the Endangered Species Act of fish within Sweetwater and Webb Creeks. And so you got two demands pulling on that very limited resource. And although some of that water is good right now, no saying that's going to be there all summer long.
There's not a dam up in Tammany to hold it back. And
that's correct.
Now there's Man Lake.
Soldiers Meadows Reservoir,
okay,
and also Lake Waha, which we store water in and then pump water back out of to put back into Sweetwater Creek to redivert back down to Mans Lake.
Can you discuss, albeit briefly, I know there's some interest in currently about pumping water from the Clearwater River.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about where that's at?
Well, we're still in the process of just trying to find congressional support enough to look at doing the studies necessary.
Just doing the evaluation. So right. That's a ways off.
Well, it is still a ways off, yes. Okay.
In the meantime, as a orchards homeowner, what can I do what part can I do to water smart? How can I do that?
The one thing that the patrons of the district have to understand is being good stewards of the water really puts the control back into their hands of how to use that water for that summer.
Because when you cut us off, you cut us off.
Right, right. And then now you're forced into a schedule that maybe not fits you. But if you can conserve on your own, if you can be a good steward of the water, and if you can do your own part and you water smart, you can actually avoid the restrictions. We weren't on restrictions last year. Going into this year, I would have told you it was a train wreck. We didn't have any snow on the mountain. It was not a good year. Our reservoirs were low. There was heavier demands this year under the Endangered Species Act. We should have had a horrible year. Been a great spring.
Yeah.
I pray for rain every day. Nobody in the valley likes me right now when I pray for all this rain. Nobody will like me later on when it's hot and I'm not giving them water. But
farmers love you.
That's correct. But the reality of it is if people can say right now, we don't want to use the water, and when it's the heat of the summer, if they can water smart, push that watering out, don't overwater, stretch themselves a little bit, they can leave those schedules in their own hands. But they have to do two things. One, we have to deliver not over 50 acre-feet a day because that puts problems on the system, in the delivery system, with pressure issues.
Okay.
And the second part is it's just total volume. If we get using 45, 50 acre-feet every day during the heat of the summer, there's just not enough water to go all the way through.
Okay.
If people can stretch themselves out, they'll be in great shape.
My house is how many acre-feet per year?
It depends on the size of your lot.
Let's say I got an acre.
If you got an acre, the contractual amount with the Bureau of Reclamation that they've never been able to deliver on is 2.2 acre-feet per acre.
Okay.
In the average, we deliver about 1.3 to 1.6 acre-feet per acre, depending on the amount of water. Generally, most people feel that even if we're on restrictions, the 3 days a week is generally more than enough time for them to get all their watering needs in.
And that's the important point. We got less than a minute, but that's the important point, isn't it? I want to know that I'm not killing my lawn. I want to water enough. If I knew how much was too much, I'd stop.
That's right. We have a system and a way you can measure the amount of water that you're putting out with your delivery system.
30 seconds and we want to hear it.
And as what you do, if you come to the office or call us, we'll come out to your house. We'll show you how to set up cans. We'll show you how to measure, and we'll make you a better steward of the water so that your lawn needs and your landscaping needs are being met, but at the same time, you're being a good steward of the water. And then you would be doing your part and you'd be watering smart.
See, LOID is here to help you. Barney, thanks for coming in.
You betcha.
Call LOID. They can help you with your watering needs.